Hey, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I gotta give all all praise, excuse me, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there scattered wherever you may be. May Yahweh Bashem Shai bless you and your household, and may you continue to endure. Shalom to all you Akim, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice on the highways and byways week in and week out. May Yahweh Bashem Shai also bless you and your household. May you continue to endure. All right. Shalom to you believers out there. All right, you Israelites, the hopeful elect. All right, who are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? May you also continue to endure. All right, it is the brother Debakia coming to you again from the Sons of Yasharallah, Colorado Springs camp. All right, with another live lesson, and I pray that you're edified because it's all about edification. All right. So, as we look around our world right now in February, things are rousing up, if you will. They're rising up. All right. Prophecies on the left side, prophecies on the right side. More importantly, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is stirring up the minds of these heathen nations, beginning with the Edomites, all right, the self-proclaimed white man. And Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai has a vendetta against you damn devils, right? So, we as the Israelites have to continue to pray and repent because we want to be delivered from this place. But if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, all right, Esau, Edom in America, aka Babylon the Great, is cooked. We're going to start off in the book of Lamentations, all right, chapter 4, and we're going to get this whole chapter, Yahweh Shai Shai willing, all right, and we'll try to get precept upon precept, okay? Nonetheless, we're going to just roll in the spirit real fast. There is no title for this lesson, but let's just see, all right? This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, beginning with verse 1. All right, and also the book of Lamentations was written by the prophet Jeremiah, all right, who was from the tribe of Judah. He was the so-called black man. Here it is. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 1. How the gold has become dim. All right, who's the gold? You Israelites, beginning with you men. All right, you became dim. All right. Because you don't know who you are. You walk around calling yourselves Negroes, all right, black, African American, all right, FBA, when essentially that's not what Yahweh Shai Shai named us. That's not who you are, but you're so bugged out to the point where you think that's what you are, right? And that's how you became dim, because you're clinging to these bywords and these names that Esau, right, gave you. Okay, you're not going by the names that Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai gave us. All right, how the gold has become dim. How changed the fine gold. The stones of the sanctuary are scattered. Okay, because it says in the book of, I believe, 2 Peter, maybe even 2 Timothy, that we are lively stones. All right, we are like gems, especially beginning with the elect. We are precious gems on this earth if we know this truth. All right, and we shall, and no man shall take thy crown. Okay? So that's just what it is. All right, and we're scattered now because of our disobedience, our forefathers' disobedience, in which we were probably them, because reincarnation is biblical. All right? The stones of the sanctuary are scattered. Now let's go to the book of Job, chapter 39. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Let me see, give me a second. I hope the phone doesn't die either, because I'm sure I've got enough storage on there. No, that's chapter 39, and we'll begin at verse 14 through 17. All right. Well, this is going into something completely different, more or less. But we'll get this verse right here because we nowadays you got women prophetess. That's off. Okay, there's no such thing as a woman prophetess. All right, that's completely off. Yes, Yahweh Shemeshah might give you visions and dreams, but for you women to be out here teaching, no, you're in complete disorder. All right, as we like to say, disorderly conduct. Okay, that's what you women are doing. And you're making Yahweh Shemeshah angry when you teach when you're not supposed to be teaching. Only the Israelite man is commanded to teach. All right. Anyway, Job chapter 39 and verse 17. Because power deprived her of her wisdom and did not endow her with understanding. All right. Yahweh Shemeshah took away the wisdom of you women, and it's only on his men, and it sets on his men, right? And more or less, you don't have the understanding how a man has the understanding. Anyway, getting back to the point. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 1 again. How the gold has become dim. How changed the fine gold. The stones of the sanctuary are scattered at the head of every street. Excuse me. Okay? Every single block you can find an Israelite, okay, who's bugged out, right? Whether it be if you're hanging downtown in the city, right? You're at a store, you'll run into a cracked out, doped out Jake who's just black in that blackness, right? Who's been totally brainwashed and stripped of his knowledge, okay, because of Esau Edom, making him believe, he's a so-called African American and that he's nothing more than a nigger. All right, us in this understanding, us in this truth, we understand the severity and the power that comes with knowing this information. Okay, as Elder Apostle Gabar always says, we have the highest knowledge on earth. All right, you folks out there calling us cultists, that's not hurting us, you stupid ass niggas. We don't debate with you, and we don't care. Right? All that we know is to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments and the Shabbats, right, and the high holy days to the best of our ability. All right, we've lived like black people, like so-called Mexicans, all right, so-called Native Americans. We've done that already. There's no fun, there's no joy in that. All right, no drug, no alcoholic beverage will give you type of high or thrill that this word gives you. All right. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 3. Even the jackals, verse 2, I skipped down. The precious sons of Zion, valuable as fine gold. All right, we are the precious sons of Zion. All right, and we're as valuable as fine gold, like this gold on my neck right here. We're valuable, just like this. Okay, we, especially beginning with the hopeful elect. But you go around and you tell a nigga this, they'll hear it, but they'll just go back into that niggerdom, to that black shit. All right, and it's not for you. This truth, it's not for everybody. I will say that. As long as I've been in it, I've came to realize, look, if a nigga don't get it, we moving on. Like our elders and bishops always say. Okay, we don't have time for you for that nigga shit, right? We are in the final moments of this man Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man's kingdom. Right? We got souls to save. This is fishing season. Because right after fishing season, then it's hunting season. Right? Spiritual powers will happen in our generation. Certain men on earth will get spiritual powers to defeat Esau Edom, because we're going to need spiritual power on high. to defeat this devil. No weapon on this earth can't defeat this damn devil. All right, besides this truth, this knowledge, this wisdom, and this understanding. All right? The precious sons of Zion, valuable as fine gold, how they are regarded as clay pots. And that's what the nations regard us as, clay pots, as opposed to very fine, real gold. They refer to us as clay pots. You know how you get the clay, rub it, all right, and it eventually becomes stale, okay, and you put it over there and you can use it. But you can only use it for a period of time. As far as gold, it lasts forever. Even the work of the hands of the potter, right? And who's the potter? Let's go see who the potter is. Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 25. Let's see if I got it in this Bible. Hold up. Genesis chapter 19. I'm in Genesis 19, now we'll go to verse 35. Let's see if that's it. 25, excuse me. Genesis chapter 19, in verse 25. All right, and we can start right here. Okay, Genesis chapter 19 and verse 23, and this is right as Yahweh would destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and we know, crystal into the book of Revelation, that America, this place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Wickedness is at an all-time high. There's so much pride on this earth, and you can just see it on people's spirits. You can feel it on their countenance, all right? Because they don't fear nothing. They don't fear Yahweh Shema Shai. There's not enough fear in this earth. Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai is going to show you motherfuckers fear. Right? He's going to make sure you fear his name, you prideful ass niggas, you prideful ass heathens, Edomites. You're going to feel fear. Mark my words. Don't even mark my words. Mark these words. Because you're going to feel the fear. You're going to feel the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? Famine is coming to this country. Cannibalism is coming to this country. All hell is about to break loose. And it's in the air. 2025 is unlike any other year I've ever lived through thus far. And we're only 2 months in. You see, you niggas don't act blind. You folks out there, y'all see how fast DJ T, all right, is moving. All right, and then before his inauguration, they officially made the eagle the official bird of the United States. Okay, the eagle in the Bible is referred to as Edom more oftentimes than not. Right, these devils know who they are, but you Jakes, you Israelites out there, don't want to acknowledge who you are. Ain't that about it? Shut your mouth. I'm back. Genesis chapter 19 and verse 23. The sun had risen upon the earth when Lot entered Zoar. Verse 24. Then the Lord Yahweh rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. From the Lord Yahweh out of the heavens. All right, fireballs coming out of heaven, destroying this wicked city, this wicked town of Sodom and Gomorrah. There's nothing new under the sun. But this time in America, it's going to be actual nuclear bombs falling on this country. On you 2/3. On you fucking heathens and you Edomites. All right, this is not a game. This truth is deadly serious. You can't have 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in this truth. Pick a side. All right, the angels are seeing everything. The angels are seeing you defraud your brother. The angels are seeing you gossip. The angels are seeing you contemplate committing adultery and sleeping with another man's wife. All right? You heathens ain't doing shit to stop this truth. Scoff all you want. Talk shit on it. Who cares? You can't stop this. This is a divine thing. Anyway, the sun had risen upon the earth when Lot entered Zoar, right? Lot, right? Abraham's nephew. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord Yahweh out of the heavens. Verse 25. So he overthrew those cities, all the plain, all the inhabitants of the cities, and what grew on the ground. But all right. Verse 26. But his wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Right? Scientists and geologists and etc. All those is whatever. They've done thorough research, and this place actually exists on earth, this pillar of salt, okay, to this day, right? If that doesn't put fear into you, what will? All right. Anyway, let's get back to Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 3. Even the jackals present their breasts to nurse their young, but the daughter of my people is cruel. You fucking Jakes, you so-called Negro, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're cruel. You're evil. You have evil thoughts in your head. You young niggas, you're evil. You have demons on you. You niggas still smoking weed in this truth. You're fucking evil and you have demons on you. Okay? What did it say? And you're cruel. Just totally bugged out. All right? I avoid niggas at all costs. I do not like niggas. And the more I get into the truth, I despise even being around worldly people. Because there's no fruit being shared, and there's no fruit being made. It's just all worldly carnal shit. All right? I hate carnality. But anyway, let's get a precept. This is the book of, it says, we're going to go to the book of, let me see, I got it now. Psalms chapter 102 and verse 5. Let's get it. It says right here, let's start at Psalm 102 verse 1, right? And this is from our King David, okay? A prayer of the afflicted when he is overwhelmed and pours out his complaint before the Lord Yahweh. Hear my prayer, O Lord Yahweh, and let my cry come to you, right? Verse 2, do not hide your face from me in the day of my trouble. Baba Kashaya Hawash Mashai. Please be around us in our days of trouble, as Esau Edom, as Jacob's trouble comes along. Please continue to give us guidance. All right, let the angels be around us to guide our minds and to trust in you. All right, do not hide your face from me in the days of my trouble. Incline your ear to me, and that in the day that I call, answer me speedily. Baba Kashah. Verse 3. For my days are consumed like smoke, and my bones are burned like a hearth. My heart is stricken and withered like grass. Right? This life is like grass, it withers away. So that I forget to eat my bread because of the sound of my groaning. Right? That's how much we hate this place. That's how bad we want salvation. We groan each and every time we have to go around heathens, right? Crackheads, gangbangers, young niggas, just hoes, thoughts. Just makes us groan. That's why we need Yahweh Bashim Yarashai. Let's go back to the book of Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 4 and Verse 3 again. Even the jackals present their breasts to nurse their young, but the daughter of my people is cruel, like ostriches in the wilderness. All right, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans just got compared to ostriches in the wilderness. Do you know what an ostrich is? A long bird, right, with a long neck that runs around acting crazy, right? Now imagine that in the wilderness. All right, with all that, okay, with all that space. That's how you niggas are, just running around without this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and completely bugged out. All right, you're in a valley. You're the Walking Dead, and I know you folks out there have seen that show. That's how you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are. You're the Walking Dead, right? Continuing on. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 4. The tongue of the infant clings to the roof of its mouth for thirst. The young children ask for bread, but no one breaks it for them. And that goes back to the curses, right? Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 57, to go into these curses real fast. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 57. It says right here, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 57. This book is written by Moses, right? These are the curses. 28 verse, 57. 1 second, y'all. Salaki. Deuteronomy 28, verse 57. Ooh. Oh, we can start at Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. The sensitive and very refined man among you will be hostile towards his brother. You Israelites out there are still hostile towards your brother. All right, but you want to treat Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, with oh, yes, master. Yes, master. What you need, master? Anything for you, master. But when it comes to your Israelite brother, you're so quick to call him a nigga and just disrespect him. And you think Yahweh Shai doesn't see that? Right? You don't even know who you're talking to. Well, 9 times out of 10. All right? You might have offended a man who's in his truth, right? A prophet of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. But you just want to. And then you don't even realize you're under a curse. And you niggas know these curses, but you still operate in that black, Latino, and Native American spirit, right? Talking about calling ICE on your brother, right? On your Northern Kingdom brother. All right, Yahweh Shemashah has to kill 2/3 of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans because y'all are just gone. You're good for nothing. What? Less than zero. -0. That's what you niggas are. In this generation, just completely done. There's no saving you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who aren't in this truth and who aren't keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54 again. The sensitive and very refined man among you will be hostile towards his brother, toward the wife of his bosom, right? And toward the rest of his children, whom he shall leave behind, right? single parent households. Verse 55, so that he will not give any of them to the flesh of his children whom he will eat, because he had nothing left in the siege. And this is talking about the siege back then. And desperate straits in which your enemies shall distress you at all your gates. Verse 56, the tender and delicate woman among you, who would not venture to set the sole of her foot on the ground because of her delicateness and sensitivity, will refuse to the husband of her bosom and to her son and her daughter. These curses get mad deep. 57. The placenta which comes out from before her, between her feet and her children, whom she bears, for she will eat them secretly for lack of everything in the siege and desperate straits in which your enemy shall distress you at all your gates. And why is that? How does this come upon us? You might ask. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58. If you do not carefully observe all the words of this law that are written in this book, that you may fear this glorious and awesome name, the Lord Yahweh, your power. That's how we defeat the curses, by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, right, of the Bible, and fearing our God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Majority, our people still don't even know the names, man. There's still so much work to do. Sheesh, that was a beautiful verse. Wish I had my pen on me. All right. And it's in all capital words. In fact, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 32 and verse 41. You see, the Spirit is all over the place. That's what happens. Jeremiah 32 and verse 41. Okay, 32. Let's see what I got that. Hold up. Jeremiah 32, verse 41. 32, verse 41. Okay. And we'll start at this is right here. Okay. In fact, let's start at verse 36 for context sake. Now, therefore, thus says the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, concerning this city of which you say, it shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. This is talking about ancient Babylon, but this can also be applied today. The new king of Babylon is Donald Trump, okay? It shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. Verse 37. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries where I have driven them. This is referring to the elect and to all of us who wake up in his truth, right, in these last days. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries where I have driven them in my anger, in my fury, and in great wrath. I will bring them back to this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. We want to dwell safely. This is a future prophecy as well. Hasn't happened yet. We're not dwelling safety here in America. We're underneath enemy lines. With Esau Edom being in effect, they can put you to death whenever they feel like it without facing any consequences, right? Just look at your damn police. Continuing on. Verse 38. They shall be my people, and I will be their power. Right? It doesn't say Esau Edom's power. It doesn't say Esau Edom's God. It doesn't say you Elamites God. It doesn't say you Moabites gods. It doesn't say you Ammonites gods. It says the Israelites God. He's our power. Verse 39. Then I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever. Okay? This is more proof we're not in the new covenant. All right? We're not in the new covenant. Anybody out there teaching we're in the new covenant is going the fuck off. All right? And this isn't your Christian church. Okay? We're going to cuss here and there. It is what it is. Then I will give them one heart, and that heart in the Hebrew translates to la'ab, and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and their children after them. Verse 40. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from doing them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, so that they will not depart from me. All right, hasn't happened yet. This is a future prophecy. Here's the precept. Yes, I will rejoice over them to do them good, and I will assuredly plant them in this land with all my heart and with all my soul. Ooh, we got to get this verse 42. Sheesh. For thus says the Lord Yahweh, just as I have brought all this great calamity on this people, so I will bring on them all the good that I have promised them. All right, Yahweh I promised that he's going to bring good to us eventually. We just have to have faith and endure to the very end. Continuing on. Let's go back to the book of Lamentations. Wow. See how the Spirit works? All right. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 6 again. The young children ask for bread, but no one breaks it for them. Those who ate delicacies are desolate in the streets. We once were delicate people, but now we're put to death in these damn streets. All right? More proof that the Bible is so-called Black history book. Those who were brought up in scarlet embrace ash heaps. Verse 6. The punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom. Whoa. Let's go slower. The punishment of the iniquity, all right, of the daughter of my people, you Israelites, is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom. So this new punishment that's coming upon this earth is going to be worse than what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. Which was overthrown in a moment with no hand to help her. No one's going to help you. All right, you 2/3. Unless you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and repent. All right, we don't care about you 2/3. We don't want to save everybody. This is not the point of our ministry to save everyone. That actually defies the point. Verse 7, her Nazarites were brighter than snow and whiter than milk. All right, white meaning pure, not white as in Esau Edom. They take that verse out of context. And bright meaning just the countenance, the personality, the mind frame. All right, the mindset, how you move. Okay. They were more ruddy in body than rubies, like sapphire in their appearance. All right. Now their appearance is blacker than soot. They go unrecognized in the streets. Their skin clings to their bones. It has become dry as wood. Verse 9. Those slain by the sword are better off than those who die of hunger, for they pine away. All right. A lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to die of hunger. Right? Yahweh Shemir Shai has already taken away your food supply. Right? Your eggs are now at $8 and some change. And in most stores, it's actually at $11. Right? Eggs, things as simple as eggs are becoming a precious commodity. What are you going to do when all these stores shut down and they require the RFID micro CHIP? Okay? You might say that you're not going to take it now, but in that day when you're starving, well, you might take it. You just have to pray that you don't take it. We have to pray that we don't take that CHIP because it's approaching quickly. All right, and we over here at GMS believe that we know through the Spirit that the RFID micro CHIP is the mark of the beast mentioned in the book of Revelation chapter 13. All right. It says right there again, verse 9, those slain by the sword, right, dying of the gun or the sword in general, are better off than those who die of hunger, for these pine away, stricken for lack of their fruits of the field. The hands of the compassionate women have cooked their own children. They became food for them in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Which is pretty sad, to be honest. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 11. The Lord Yahweh has filled his fury. He has poured out his fierce anger. He kindled a fire in Zion, and it has devoured its foundations. Ooh. Verse 12. The kings of the earth and all the inhabitants of the world would not have believed that the adversary, right, Esau, Edom, and the enemy could enter the gates of Jerusalem. It's unbelievable that you Edomites, who are the lowest level people on earth, have captured us. It's just that's only by way of the power on high, right? Because you devils don't know how to do anything straight, right? This country was built on the backs of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And yet you want to tell us to go home? How about you devils go back to the Caucasus Mountains? All right? Mount Seir. Cat's out the bag, you Edomites. There is no such thing as white. What's white right now is this white beater on me, this muscle shirt. You devils don't look like this. You devils, you look more red. That color, that high punch, that's how you devils look. Right? And you think you're just the top shit. You're not the top shit. Yahweh Shemashah is going to bring judgment to you and your families. Right? You fucking devils. Elon Musty wants to put a CHIP in the whole world. He's a prideful ass nigga. Hey, Yahweh Shemashah has a cold ass judgment for you. All right, verse 12 again. The kings of the earth and all inhabitants of the world would not have believed. This is unbelievable that you Edomites are ruling like this. That the adversary and the enemy, you heathens, come to our hoods, come to our neighborhoods, set up liquor stores, set up chop shops, meat shops, right? And sell us just nasty ass meat, halal meat, which is disgusting. All right, cigarettes, booze, and etc. Right? And you get a huge profit from it. Because, and this is not by way of you heathens, this is not by way of you Edomites, this is by way of Yahweh Shemashah. Just like it's by way that Yahweh Shemashah is going to bring you devils down. Would not have believed that the adversary and the enemy could enter the gates of Jerusalem. Right, verse 13, because of the sins of her prophets and the iniquities of her priests, who shed in her midst the blood of the just. Verse 14, they wandered blind in the streets. They have defiled themselves with blood, so that no one would touch their garments. Verse 15, they cried out to them, go away, unclean, go away, do not touch us. When they fled and wandered, those among the nations said, they shall no longer dwell here. That's a precept. That's the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verses 3 through 6. Milk. You can go get that. Verse 16. The face of the Lord Yahweh scattered them. He no longer regards them. Right? If you're 2/3, Yahweh Bashim Shai no longer regards you. Keep doing 2/3 nigga shit. Keep having sex with another man's wife, nigga. Keep smoking weed. Keep being a thug. Keep defrauding your brother. Keep scamming your brother. Keep doing that. Until what? Until Yahweh Bashim Shai kills you, nigga. Because that's what's happening. As we speak, death is taking place on this earth. Whether you want to accept it or not. Who cares? To be honest. Right? The face of the Lord scattered them. He no longer regards them. The people do not respect the priests, right? Nor show favor to the elders. You young niggas do not show favor to the elders. This scripture right here is for you young niggas. You don't care about your elders. You'll shoot an unk, or as they say, over $10 over looking at you wrong. You young niggas have demons on you. And you're filled with the fear of the Lord. On the left-hand side, because that's how evil you niggas are. Verse 17, we're almost done. Still, our eyes failed us, watching vainly for our help. All right? In our nation, we watch for a nation that could not save us. Esau Edom's not going to save you niggas. Esau Edom's not going to save any of you. Esau Edom wants to bring this country back to slavery. Esau Edom wants to put you back into slavery. You stupid ass niggas, you've all been, what's the word I'm looking for? Juped. All right? Donald Trump juped you niggas. Make America great again. They juped you niggas. Now he's showing his horns.